Hey, my water signs, Mel Bell here with your 2020 2025 forecast for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Please keep in mind that these are general readings and the future can be changed to an extent, and the power is in the advice that is given. So a year is a long time. And so for that reason, I will be looking at the themes of the year as opposed to trying to see everything that's going to happen. So please keep your ears open and align your intuition with whatever parts of this message are intended for you. It might not be the whole message and it might be the whole message. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate your interactions. And I won't be doing any readings for January, but I will be back full force at my regular cadence in February. So let's go ahead and get started here. First theme, Queen of Wands. This is a great card for you guys to have. This is definitely about you. This is your energy. This is creativity. This is inspiration. This is motivation. This is feeling responsible for your own abundance, for your own accomplishments. So it's definitely a powerful year. It seems that a lot that manifests is going to come from your own good hard work, and probably what you've done this year that is going to be reflected in 2025, like things coming to fruition, hard work paying off, being inspired, lots of inspiration here, a lot of action. Now it's interesting to see this balanced with the Five of Cups as a theme because it's such a different energy. So this card's talking about kind of being nostalgic for the past, being somewhat sad for things that are now no longer a thing. Maybe lost relationships, jobs, things like that. But if you see right next to her is a full bowl, and then that bowl are these really pretty lights, and that is what she's not focusing on, is what she has. And sometimes things have to end to bring something new in. Sometimes it's just not room for the new because of what you're holding on to from the past. So the first bit of advice is to make sure that you actively let go of the past. Let go of things that are not working, and try to shake off the fear of what's going to happen if I do let go. Just make sure that you are making space for the new. There's definitely the potential for depression. As she's looking down into the void of things lost, you choose to turn your back on it and move forward and check out that bowl full of the lights, or do you just look down into the void? And I want to bring to your attention that she's tipping one of these bowls and spilling it into the void. So some of these endings you may have orchestrated yourself, and maybe you have some regret around that, but I bet you that it was much needed. And even though you feel sad about that ending, it doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be. It doesn't mean the ending wasn't meant to be. And lastly, with this card, if you look behind her, there's also a path. And you see that path right there? So, and it's an unknown, it's uncharted territory. So there is, once you're done mourning that past and letting go of it, then you can go forward into something that could be quite great. So, it would be very good for you to take time and maybe write yourself a little letter about the things that you want to let go of, and then light, burn it. Burn it if you have a fireplace, or if you can be on your balcony or patio and a bowl. Always be careful when you're burning things. But just writing down the things that you want to let go of, and maybe also on a separate piece of paper what you want to bring with you, how you want to move forward. Also, this card talks about you having to have defended yourself a lot, having to fight for what you want to get, what you need, getting your needs met. Has maybe been an uphill battle, and so it's easy to then become defensive when it's not necessary. But also, your defending yourself has brought you good, has brought you where you are now. There's just a balance needed when it comes to this card, because you want to make sure that after the fight is over, you're not still fighting when it's unnecessary. You want to be able to soften yourself. And sometimes we can be this way naturally, where we can be soft and loving and caring and kind, but people take advantage of it. And so then we have to harden ourselves, and it becomes an inauthentic part of us that kind of runs the show, takes the lead because of the world. But you can balance it. And it's helpful to practice energetic shielding. If you are shielding yourself energetically when you have uncomfortable interactions with people, then you can you don't get so drained by it. It doesn't knock you off your feet, or get stuck in your side. Like, sometimes people's energy can be really sticky and sharp, and like it's like a thorn in your side, and you rehash that situation over and over again. And when you are shielding yourself, you prevent that from happening. And so then you feel more comfortable being that kind, caring self, your authentic self, because it feels safe, because you feel safe to do so. So when you see this message, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have been defensive. It doesn't mean that you didn't have a reason to defend yourself. But the message here and the theme of this coming year is to maybe find new ways to be more yourself and soften yourself, and still be safe. So protecting yourself in a different way. And then you got the Chariot. So maybe you're going to get a new car. This is moving forward fearlessly with plans, doing things that you are 100% certain about, fully aligning with this energy of the Queen of Wands. Like, yay, I made this, I did this, these are my just desserts. And really just really enjoying the fruits of your labors. So I see a lot of energy from the past coming forward into the now, into 2025, and manifesting great things for you. And really, honestly, your only hiccup here is not allowing yourself to get absorbed in the past, allowing yourself to look forward to the future, and let go of what had to be let go of. And if there's lingering things that are still kind of anchoring you in the past, being brave enough to let those things go, because you're going to feel so much lighter. You will feel so much lighter when you let go of those things. And you will be able to be more creative, and you'll feel a surge of new ideas and inspiration. So some of the heaviness that you may feel is definitely from the past, as well as things that need to be in the past that maybe are still present and it's time to put an end to, so that you can be unencumbered, so that you can walk into 2025 feeling fresh and new and bright, with opportunities and possibilities for the future. This is all in your power. This is all in your control. You have your free will. If there's things that you just can't let go of, I would say to take time in self-introspection and question the why can I not let this go? And you might have valid reasons, and you might be like, that's not right. I can't let this go. Then how can you heal it? How can you make it better? How can you shape it differently? How can you polish it up so that when you walk into 2025 with it, that it is a benefit and not a hindrance? And that could be work relationships. It can be your job. It can be where you live. It can be a friendship. It can be a family dynamic. It can be a romantic relationship. Whatever it is, that assessment is important. That word has come up for everybody. Self-assessment is important. And so also, if you do take a relationship in to the new year that you felt you needed to let go of, but you chose not to, maybe you make a change in that relationship so that things go smoother. And maybe you mourn the excitement of the toxicity that used to exist. Because just because we know this is healthy for me, it doesn't mean that there is not this exhilaration of not knowing how this person's going to act, or what's around the corner for us. They're so unpredictable, yada yada. Like, as you heal in relationships, you realize that you may have been a little bit addicted to the drama. So very mixed bag in that card, but definitely a possibility to move forward with new energy in your heart space. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card from the Quantum Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. We're just going to pull one card for our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for 2025. Let's add to this theme, to these themes, and see what you want to add here for us. Please and thank you. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The loving man. So I think that's very interesting for what we just talked about, relationships. So this can be a romantic partner. This can be a manager. It can be a boss. It can be your father, an uncle. It can also be a woman that has an authority or masculine energy. It's basically someone who will be influential in 2025 for you. It can also be representative of the active aspect of the universe. Isn't that deep? So yeah, and if that is the case, it's God bringing you gifts, like gifts of abundance, blessings coming your way. And it can be all of those things as well. We are talking about a whole year, right? So this is it as a theme, is receiving from outside of yourself, receiving love and acceptance and support. So open yourself to that. Back to being needing to protect yourself and defend yourself. Softening yourself because you want to be in a receptive state. If your life is calling for your creative spirit, you have to be in a place where you're not defensive. In order for that to shine through, in order for you to thrive in that energy, you must feel safe. And this card is saying to me that that safety is not just coming from yourself, but from a higher power. So maybe it's in prayer, or maybe it's in asking Archangel Michael to protect you on a regular basis. Maybe it's finding a new shielding technique, activating the masculine energy within yourself to protect you. However it shows itself, you need to trust yourself to make the right choice, to embrace that. And also, like, 5 represents change, and this card is a number 5. So I do see like change in relationships, and maybe that change in relationships is actually starting to receive more from people, more love, more appreciation, more gratitude, more empathy. Empathy is big. I feel like maybe people don't always understand you emotionally, and don't honor you completely, and maybe you don't feel seen all the time. And in 2025, the dropping of the defenses and finding softer ways to protect yourself energetically so you can move forward more your authentic self, which is kind and loving and open and warm and supportive. Like that the shift will change something for you. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close out the reading with one last card. I ask that you please stick around for this last part of the reading. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. We're going to pull one animal spirit, and I'm going to read from the book. Now, that book is a little long-winded. I'm going to read the whole thing. It's going to take about a minute, like 60 seconds. So I do ask that you hang in there for this last part of the reading, and get your special message, what animal spirit wants to work with you in 2025. And let's see. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment if something touched you. If you want to share anything, I am always open to your feedback. So we got Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And I really like that message for you. What a great message for 2025 for you. Here we go. Okay, Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wanting nothing, wasting nothing, appreciative of abundance. So too, do you have many gifts available to you. Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires, not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there's always plenty to go around. Whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support, it's all there for you to claim. When you're grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There's always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come into a form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a manager for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire, not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good. So offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all you have and all that is possible. That's not the end. There's a whole other protection message, which will take 30 seconds. Are you going to stay with me? When Buffalo Spirit visits you with a message of protection, he is asking you to shift your thinking from poverty consciousness to one where you trust the universe will provide. Have you been falling into financial insecurity, worrying that there will not be enough money in the future? Have you been stressing and feeling sorry for yourself, worrying that because you have no romantic relationship now, that you'll never have one? Do you see scarcity where there is, in fact, abundance? Are you comparing yourself to others and falling short? Self-pity, entitlement, fear, and lack are all thought viruses that seduce you into darkness. I just have to say, that is very poignant. Buffalo Spirit nudges you to make a gratitude list and be mindful of your thoughts at this time. Even if outer events have happened to challenge your beliefs in abundance, outer conditions are temporary. If you are suffering from the malaise of fear that you are impoverished, realize that is only poverty of perception and perspective. Prayer, communion with your higher power, and gratitude coupled with compassionate self-service will snap you right out of it. Give to someone who has less than you. Be thankful for the tiniest things and say affirmations. Then you'll remember abundance is the true nature of the world. Thank you if you hung out for that last bit of that message. I feel like that really does tie in everything. Definitely with this here being softer and still being protected. I think that if you take nothing else from this in 2025, try to soften and seek spiritual protection in different ways that allow you to be less on the defense, because that is where your creativity will be fueled and when you can shine. Okay, sending love and blessings to you in 2025. Take care, everybody. Bye.